Express. Hello, world. And get ready now as we talk about animal care inside the feature Paws and Pals. If you are a friend, if you have a friend with paws, fur, feathers, or gills, well, you're in the right place. Welcome to the second edition of Paws and Pals. And this summer, the Jamaica Society for the Prevention of Cruelty to Animals, JSPCA, will be giving us a wealth of information about how to take care of our pets. No, traditionally, we don't call them pets, but they are pets. The JSPCA has been working in Jamaica for more than 100 years. What? More than 100 years? I'm going to ask her, she's working so long and looks so young. Its main mission is to promote the compassionate treatment of animals through education, advocacy, veterinary care, and the placing of unwanted animals in loving homes. They strive towards improvement for the conditions of animals in the pounds. Services offered by the JSPCA include veterinary clinic services, pet adoption program, animal shelter, animal rescue, cruelty investigation surgeries, volunteer service, spay, neuter services, and community outreach clinics. If you are a pet owner or would like to become a pet owner, well, you're in the right place. Today, we're going to be exploring the world of our purring feline, yes. I mean, I have none. Named cats. Second to dogs, cats can be found in most homes here in Jamaica. Whether you're an owner of 1, 2, or 10, somebody can have 10 cats. I know about dogs, but not 10 cats. There's so much to know about cats. So today I have with me senior veterinarian at the JSPCA, Dr. Tarina Jones, who attained her Doctor of Veterinary Medicine degree at the University of the West Indies St. Augustine campus in Trinidad. And Dr. Jones has been practicing veterinary medicine for 7 years. So hop on to our Facebook page and YouTube channel to see the action. Welcome to the show, Dr. Jones. How are you?
I am fine, thank you. How are you?
I am fine. I'm so excited. Last week I thought we were going to talk some more about dogs, but we're talking about cats this morning because I have about 50 dogs at my house. Okay, about 5. But I wanted to hear what you have to share about cats. So it's lovely to have you the program. Now, let's start with the cats, although I hear the dogs in the background. How should someone... No, you're fine. We love the ambience. Yes, yeah, that setting. Okay. So how should someone prepare for getting a cat as a pet? You want to get a cat, your daughter, your son, or you just say, I want a cat. How do you prepare for a cat?
Okay, well, just to put it out there, once you're going to prepare to get any animal, you have to understand that it's a big responsibility, right? You have to be able to provide companionship as well as to understand that it's going to require some sort of financing to keep this cat very healthy and basically active in your home. So when it comes to getting a cat now, they're somewhat a bit different from dogs. They are a bit low maintenance. So where certain things come in, they may not do that as with dogs. However, you have to ensure that you have a safe place and as well as stimulating place for the cats to be in. Ensure that it's secure because they are at risk of getting attacked by dogs and stuff.
Right.
And if they do get out, they can get involved in some sort of traumatic accident there. So you also have to ensure that you have food, adequate food to be able to feed the kitten or the cat, and ensure that you will be taking up the responsibility. In order to keep this cat healthy, you may be required to take the cat to a veterinarian for regular checkups. All right, but the most important thing is that you have to ensure that the environment that the cat is in is pretty safe and stimulating.
So you carry cat go veterinarian too. They get shots and all these things
Yes, yes. You do have a lot of cat owners out there.
who come in to get their shots.
Yeah, so basically mostly they would be getting deworming, vitamins and stuff. As far as vaccinations is concerned in Jamaica, a lot of clinics does not provide vaccines for cats. Um, but it's mainly the deworming and vitamins and ensuring that they're healthy, of course.
Okay. Wow. Now let's talk about that litter box. That smelly litter box. What's the correct way to
Yeah.
prepare a litter box?
Okay. So well, if you're gonna have a full indoor cat or even partially indoor and outdoor, it would be best to keep a litter box inside because you wouldn't want
Okay.
to have kitty or cat making a mess where you don't want him to make a mess. So it's best for you to keep that litter in a quiet area and somewhat private as well. That's easily accessible because you do know that cats are private animals, so they don't really want to do their business in front of any and anybody else.
Really?
So yes, they are private. Yeah. Have you
Okay.
ever seen a cat use the bathroom?
That's true. Them know why you know
Yeah.
nothing. The dogs them know are a different thing. Them just
Yes.
anywhere they say, oh, I want to stop here. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So usually you get a
Is it easy to train the cat to use the litter box?
um somewhat. I think that's something that's already instilled in them as
Um,
compared to a dog where you'd have to do certain training. Because I mean, out there in the wild, if a cat is going to use the bathroom, they'll actually still bury an area or dig an area to do their business
right,
and bury. So where the litter
right.
box comes in now, you do have litter that you can purchase from the supermarket, or some people actually can use sand or dirt, and
Okay.
the cat will just go to that area, use it, and you just have to ensure that you keep the area clean because a cat
Okay.
really would want to be going back to a messy area every time to do its business.
I tell you. All right. You're gonna continue saying something or you want me to move on now?
No, you can move on.
Okay. All right. So tell us now about a meal plan for a cat. I cannot believe we're talking meal plan for cats, but we are, and it's something that we ought to think about if we're gonna get a pet. So what's a meal plan for a cat? What should they eat? What should they not eat? And how often should they drink or not?
Oh,
And what should they not drink?
okay. So the meal plan can be tailored to if you have a kitten or a cat, because of course, growing animals would require, such as this one, would require more food, right?
Oh God, that one would require more food.
Yes, the
That
kittens
little
they
baby.
yes, yes, but
Why?
they are growing, so they need to ensure that they have
Oh.
enough protein and calcium. So for these
Okay.
little kittens, you can be feeding them 3 times a day with a specific brand of feeding that's geared towards kittens. Whereas
Okay.
if you're going to be feeding cats, you would buy an adult cat food and you can feed them once a day, or you can just leave it out and they go as they please,
As they
or you can do
please.
portion control where you give them a certain portion, especially if you don't want them to become overweight. Yes,
Uh-huh.
so they can get selected portions at time and basically go and eat. Drinking, I mean, water is pretty fine, right?
Mhm.
Nothing else they should be drinking.
No
Food
milk?
wise, yeah. So popular to contrary belief, they don't really need milk. All right,
Oh.
they don't. Yeah, I think people just give it as a treat. The young kittens find and well, you can give them somewhat of a milk replacer, but not necessarily straight cow's milk or so.
Oh.
Especially if that kitten has lost his mom. But other than that,
Oh.
just water and cat food is fine. And
Mhm.
also, what's I going to say? Yeah, so the water and the cat food is fine. If it is that you're going to give kitty do any of your food or something different from the cat foods on the market, you have to
Mhm.
ensure that it's not seasoned with certain things like garlic and onions because that can be very toxic to cats.
Yes, we learned that last week with the dogs as well.
Yes,
No
even with the dog.
onions in the
Mhm.
dog food and certain things. Okay. Well, reminding you, you're tuned to Love 101, and we're inside the feature Paws and Pals, and we're talking with Dr. Jones from the JSPCA. Today, we're talking about the care of cats. Now, what kind of supplements should owners give their cats?
So once again, compared to dogs, you may not need much supplements for the cats.
Oh, so
However,
it's
if
low
you are,
maintenance, true.
yeah, they're definitely low maintenance.
Oh.
However, cats are mainly what we call carnivores, so they definitely need their protein. So it's best to stick to feeding them their cat food.
Mm-hmm.
If it is that you're not gonna feed them a manufactured cat food, there is a certain supplement or so that they can become deficient in, and that can lead to health problems like heart issues. So it would be best to give them a well balanced meal that will have that supplement, which is taurine, to ensure they don't get sick. All right, but majority of the feeds nowadays available in the supermarkets, they're well balanced, so you don't really find that problem anymore.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Wow. So what are the telltale signs that your don't cat needs to see a vet?
Usually with cats, the most common thing that you will really notice is they basically lose their appetite. So they tend to come off their food and you notice that they're not eating. Sometimes you can have vomiting, sometimes you may see a little diarrhea or stuff, but the main thing that they would really show, basically they come off their food.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
Okay. Let's talk about them cleaning themselves because they are very like and they, yeah, and they do all of
Yeah.
that.
So they're
Um.
actually very good groomers. They tend to
Mm-hmm.
clean themselves and keep themselves clean a lot. So you really don't have to be worrying about, oh, it's bath time, bath time. I mean, you do have some products available out there that you can use to bathe your kitten or your cat, but they tend to groom themselves very regularly.
Yes.
What you can also do, you can maybe assist with a little brushing every day just to reduce the amount of hair that they may be shedding.
I'm
Or
sorry. Did you say brushing?
yeah, I
Did you
don't
say?
really know if kitten will stay still for that, but you know,
Guess what? When I was growing up, we had this cat, and
mm,
he was a house out indoor, outdoor. And no matter where you put the cat outside, when he wake up in the morning, he is between me and my sister in the bed.
mm,
And I mean, we love that. That was, you kind of feel nice and thing. So I grew up around
that's very
around
good. Yeah.
cats. Um, okay, so we're gonna talk about caring for pregnant cats, and I want to jump back a little bit and talk about illnesses that may be prevalent in cats.
Okay. So if you do have a cat that's basically in between indoors and outdoors or primarily outdoor, what you're gonna have to prepare yourself for is that that cat can end up in fights, especially male cats. Right?
Mhm.
Sometimes they end up in fights looking for other females, so they can come back with simple cuts or bruises.
Mhm.
Also, there are certain viruses that can be spread among cats, which can be pretty dangerous as well. Yep.
Back then, those viruses never exist back then.
They were there. They were there.
But they were, uh-huh.
No, go ahead. Go ahead.
But well, I mean, I don't know. We never had a problem with it. But would you say that what animals and even humans are facing now is it's more there are more things that we have to face now in
Yes,
2021. Yeah,
that is true.
right. Okay. How do we care for pregnant cats?
Okay, so the mummies will require a little bit more care. You have to ensure that they're getting their adequate meals per day so that they can maintain their pregnancies because the kittens will be the kittens would need nutrients. All right, you
Mm.
have to ensure that you deworm her, and then closer to delivery time, it's best for you to keep an eye around just in case mommy will end up in difficulties. Sometimes they
Mhm.
might need surgery, like a C-section. So you just have to
Huh?
ensure. Yes.
So how would you know that the cat needs a
So
C
what you can see is that if you notice Kitty trying to push and nothing is coming and she's been in distress for even more than 2 hours and nothing is there, then it's best for you to take the cat up and rush her to the vet
Oh,
because that's very dangerous. So a C-section may
wow.
be warranted. Yeah.
Right, right. Okay, Dr. Jones, you're going good, man. You know your stuff. On average, how many kittens can a cat give birth to? And how often can I expect my cat to become pregnant? Is there a limit?
Yeah, so I mean, some can
Okay.
have as few as one, two, and some can go up to about six. I would say maybe on an average about 4 to 5. But
Okay.
and they can have about 4 or 5 litters for the year. So
Okay.
they
For the year,
reproduce. Yes, they reproduce a lot.
we're going to talk
So
about the spade and the neutering.
yes,
So
that is
here,
definitely important. Mhm.
um, a listener says, my daughter loves cats. She named hers Alice, and she even wrote books on her cat. And she takes her cat to the vet to get injection, and she makes sure she buy the cat food. That's very nice, Sister Pam from Frank Hall. I tell you, on a hot sir. But it, like how you can do the cornmeal and all of this mix up for the dog. Although I think I remember learning last week cornmeal not good for the dog.
No, we don't recommend that at all.
Mommy.
Yes, I know. It used to be the staple for dog food back in the
Wow.
days. Yeah.
But a lot of people still do it because them sell it
Yes,
in the
they do.
supermarket. Them sell it in the
Yes, they
supermarket.
do. They do.
Yeah. This is I know we're talking cats, but I gotta put that out there. Don't
Mhm.
do don't do the cornmeal thing for the dog. It's better you have rice. And if you've been giving them cornmeal, I know we're talking cats. If you've been giving them cornmeal, kind of work them into rice and
Yes,
then away from the cornmeal.
from
All
the
right.
corn.
So our cats can have bone.
So no,
Okay, no.
I don't encourage bone feeding any at all, because what you can have happening, the bone gets stuck in their throat, especially fish bones.
No, no fish bone, no oxtail bone, no bone.
Definitely no oxtail bone.
I leave that for the dog. So you
Yes.
hear that, people? No bone for the cat. Mighty
Mhm.
God of Daniel. Sister Pam is what is sending me. I don't know what she's sending me. Anyway, poor Sister Pam trying to send me a picture. All right. So we're learning some things here. All right. So let me see now. How should we care for kittens? As up like that little one that you put up. Hold him up again for me. Oh, he's so cute.
There's
Different
many
from
different
a
ones.
big grown cat. Ah, there's another one.
Yes.
Oh, that's so cute. One thing I don't like is when they come around and them scrape you. You can't cut them nails.
Yes, you can trim the nails, and
Okay.
that's the thing. They do like to scratch, yes, and climb, and they're very
Yes.
playful, right?
Yes, me see him walk. Pull out your hair. Sister Angelica says her cat's name is Chili. I don't understand. All right. Okay. So how do you care for the little baby ones versus the big ones?
Okay, so as I mentioned before, the little kittens, they would require more feeding to ensure that they grow properly, right? And also they are very playful, so you need to provide some interactive toys. You can
Mhm.
even, if you're interested in having more than one kittens or cats, at least an additional one can keep that one company as well.
Oh,
So that's where it's a little bit important. And then also when you're dealing with if you're gonna get a cat, it's nice to get it from a kitten stage, so at least you will understand what personality it may have. And then if you
yes.
interact with it more, it's less likely to be nervous or hesitant to come around you, so you can
Right.
get that very good companionship what you're looking for with the animal.
Okay.
Hmm.
All right. I tell you, we're here talking cats today with JSPCA Dr. Jones. All right, cats spend about 13 to 16 hours sleeping every day. What kind of exercise can cats do to ensure that they stay healthy?
Okay, so I think that's where the outdoor environment comes in now, right? So if they do like to climb and play a lot, so even if the outdoor is not available, you can always provide
Things like little, I've
certain
seen like
things,
on
yeah, for them to
HGTV,
climb up.
yes, they have these
Yes,
things that they build and they, oh, you
yes.
can do that in the
Yes, it's a,
house.
it's a cat house with some steps and
Yes.
stuff that they can climb upon and stuff. And you have to
Oh,
ensure that they have a scratching post, because you don't want them to scratch up your furniture,
so
because they love to scratch.
what could a scratching post be? That what's a good example? Like a piece of board or something?
I wouldn't say board, maybe something with a rough
Or
material, so that they'll
rope?
be able to sharpen the nails. Rope
The
can
nail.
work too as well, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, this
Even
is
a old
fun.
mat, something that's rough that they can just easily scratch with.
All right, let's hear this voice note real quick.
Auntie Nadine, can you ask the doctor? how can I get the cat to spade? Because I bring home one kitten, one little kitten from my workplace, and eventually, Auntie Nadine, for the year I have about 10 cats. Auntie Nadine, I don't know what to do with them. They have kittens so often, and right now I give away, I give away, I give away. Right now I have four, and the four of them is pregnant, Auntie Nadine. I don't know what to do with them. I can't catch them to bring them to vet. Auntie Nadine, I'm so confused with the cats.
Oh,
Can you ask the lady if she can help me?
yes, yes, yes. Don't it, Dr. Jones?
So that is
Because
actually a very serious problem out here. As you
mm-hmm,
can see, cats multiply very fast, and
right,
she can start off with one cat and end up with 15. So usually, and if it's a case where she can't catch them, she can always call us as
right,
our number and speak to the relevant departments, and they can give advice, and we can even come and assist to see if we can help and get these cats as well.
right.
Mm.
And they have a way when you have somebody who is trained to know how, because we, and I have to talk about dogs because that's what we have at home. But there is a dog that we have, and as soon as you see him, he sees you walking towards him, he start run all over the place.
Yeah.
But when we call JSPCA, they know how to catch him. I'm
Mm.
like, I want to do that. That's when they need to get their shots or so. So
Yeah.
we have another question coming in. Where? Okay, Cherry's. Oh, Cherry just telling us the name of her cat. Um, why cats go away when they're older, and do cats eat other kittens that are not theirs?
So the the cats when they reach of a mature age, especially the males, they will tend to go away to look for females. So
Mm,
usually, that comes back to getting your animal fixed so that they don't run away, because they'll get into more fights and stuff.
mhm.
And I'm not certain about cats eating other kittens. I don't think that's an issue. Maybe they would want to kill them, but I don't think they'll go as far as to eating them.
Right. Okay. This person, Vicky says, I don't believe they sleep so long. Mother have babies on the house top, and trust me, a pure run up and down on the house top, especially early morning. Deidre, look at this. Deidre from Portmore is saying, the lady who has the four pregnant cats, can I get one? There are people who want,
Participants there,
there you
yeah.
go. There you go. So okay, so I'll hook the two of you up. Let me see if I can pin you and thing. All right. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Oh Jesus. Okay, we have to look for her after. Sister Pam Hall. This one? Okay.
It's Nadine. I was trying to send you a picture of the book that my daughter wrote about the cat, but because this one dropped and mashed up the camera, it's giving some problem.
Okay. All right. Okay. No problem. All right. Cats are oftentimes known as mischievous animals. And are there any tips on training them and taming the cats, especially the ones running up and down Vicky house top?
Yeah. So once you have a feral cat, or a cat that's not used to human companionship, that's pretty hard. As far as training and taming is go, I'm not gonna lie to you, that's pretty hard as well compared to a dog. So that's why I recommend that if it is that you're gonna get a pet, you interact with that pet very often,
Mhm.
so that you
Yeah,
can ensure that it's basically remains docile, and it shows you all the love and compassion that it will feel from you, in
right.
order not to be scared and nervous and then it wants to run away. So it's
Wow.
it's hard for me to say that you're gonna, if a cat is wild, a cat is wild. There's no
Wow.
way you're gonna get that cat to
To be
trust you.
unwild. Wow.
Yeah.
We're running out of time, and I see people sending voice notes. I'm just gonna quickly play them back to back, and then you can give a quick response. I'm gonna stop at Isilda. So this one is Angela.
Auntie Nadine, good morning.
Morning.
I have a cat, you see, each time he have kitten, he kill them right off the head. What, the doctor could tell me what's the cause of that?
What caused that, dog?
The cat has what?
The cat, every time the cat has kittens, he eats off the head of the kittens.
So unfortunately, I don't think that mother cat is a good mother, and she doesn't have that maternal instinct. So what I would recommend is for him to just get the cat fixed to prevent her from having more
What
kittens.
name?
But
Oh, you mean spade?
oh
Spade
yes,
is
the
and
spay her.
neutered, right?
Spay, yeah. So
Spade
spay
is
and
for the female
spaying for the female and
and
castration for the
neutered,
males.
right? Okay.
Mhm.
So,
Yeah.
who's the person that sent that? Let me send you the number so you can call the JSPCA and get the information. Please, Angela, call them. All right. Um,
I'm
I
trying to tell the lady with the cat.
Oh, all right. So more people asking for cats. All right. And Marlene too? Marlene asking. All right. So finally, there's a stigma attached to cats. They are labeled as unfriendly and antisocial. Is it true or are they just misunderstood?
Unfortunately, it can be true, especially the cats that are out there, the stray cats, right?
Mm-hmm.
In order to get by, to get food, they will end up stealing food sometimes, which a lot of people doesn't like. So
Mm-hmm.
we have a main issue there. And unfortunately, like I said, some cats, if they're extremely wild, they can even be very aggressive towards people. So
Right.
yeah, that there is some truth to that.
But and then I noticed you said that you can't unwild a wild cat.
It's very hard,
Very
especially
hard.
if it's an adult cat that's
Yeah.
basically set in its ways.
Ways.
Maybe you can try with a kitten over time and it will get better, but
Right.
it's gonna take a lot of work and trust for that cat to
Break
get better.
out of the wildness.
Yeah.
Wildcat. All right, Dr. Jones, this has been so informative. Thank you so much for sharing this morning. For those of you who need information, you need help with your pets, you can send me the request. I'll send you the information how to contact the Jamaica Society for the Prevention of Cruelty to Animals. And they can, in turn, no matter where you are in the island, they can, in turn, give you some guidance where you can call. Thank you so much, Dr.
You're
Jones.
welcome and
This
thank you.
was fun. Yes, you make me want to get a cat now. But people allergic. Is there something you can take if you're allergic to cat, or just don't go there?
Yeah, just don't go there. I don't think you can get away from the cat here.
Okay,
Unless
just
you
buy a
really love
fish.
that cat. You're just gonna have to squeeze every day or
Just buy
take
a
some
fish.
yes.
All right.
All
Thank you
right.
so much. Thank you very much, Dr. Jones.
All right.
All
Bye
right,
bye.
blessings. All right, thank you so much to the Jamaica Society for the Prevention of Cruelty to Animals. I mentioned senior mhm, doctor at the JSPCA, Dr. Terina Jones, and to our producers, Jody Ann Small, and a TG, who is here batting me up. You can visit the JSPCA to adopt an animal, or if you want one of sister is who is it again? This lady who have the cat them. So there are people who are asking for cats. They're located at 10 Winchester Road. That's the JSPCA. And you can join us next week inside the feature Paws and Pals. What are we talking about next week? What are we? Tune in next week to find out which animal we'll be talking about. Thank you so much for making it Love 101. Nadinia says, I have, what? Okay. She loves cats. Ciao for now. Thank you so much for joining.